were allocated to her by the late President Daniel Arap Moi and the late President Mwai Kibaki during their respective tenures, and replaced accordingly after every 3 years, that is. Now, clearly, the government spokesperson said that they gave her the cars, but clearly the government of the day has not provided her with any vehicles. In fact, we would like to clarify that on the 18th of July 2023, at 7 p.m., all her drivers and security detail allocated to her were withdrawn from their residences via phone. The claims in the media that personnel were reinstated is false. To cap it all, fuel cards for her vehicles were also blocked since March 2023 to date, and vehicle maintenance denied. She fuels and maintains these government vehicles, one of which has been unserviceable for approximately over 1 year. We do note that there are other beneficiaries of the Presidential Retired Benefits Act, which include the former Prime Minister, Right Honorable Raila Odinga, the first retired Vice President, Honorable Mudi Awori, and the second retired Vice President, Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka. We also know that the current Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, was also a beneficiary of this office before his new role in the current government. While the picture painted by Mr. Mwaura of the government's commitment to support the office of the retired president in accordance to the law is the ideal situation, it saddens this office to inform the public that unfortunately that picture does not exist. And our worry as an office is a precedence that is being set by the government of the day. Their decision to blatantly ignore execution of the Presidential Act No. 11 of 2023 seems to open up a Pandora's box that will leave a retired head of state at the mercy of the government of the day. And as Martin Luther King Jr. said, injustice anywhere is a threat everywhere, whatever affects one directly or indirectly. So help us God. And we would like to clarify that this is not what we would want to happen. This is not how we would want to engage, because we respect the rule of law. However, any matters arising, we do acknowledge that there are officers concerned, and we do hope that they will be able to pick it up and rest the issue. I conclude my statement, and now I'll take in questions. Yes, sir. Yes, Justice.
Is it true that the office of the fourth president of Kenya rejected the request for valuation of this property?
That is not true. You will see in your press pack that there's a letter that was written to State House asking for the valuation of this office, and there has been no response.
And is it also true that the office of the fourth president wants the government to pay rent for its private property?
I think what we need to understand here is that the suitable choice of office, and I've explained to you what informed him to be able to use this office. And actually, if I may just add to that, is that the offices that are being used currently had to be taken over because what I've explained is that there were duties that needed to be taken over immediately. And despite our being able to reach out to the office of State House to be able to pay, or rather to be able to settle our office, has gone to deaf ears. The offices that we use are currently on that side where on the other side where you're from. Those used to be actually servant quarters that were converted urgently so that the office can be able to be in use.
And finally, you said that your name, Kadze Dena,
yes. 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 Yes.
So how are you earning your salary?
That, unfortunately, we have not earned a salary for the last 2 years.
Question.
Yes. Yes, Ken.
Just wanted to know, in terms of the money the former president has spent from his own pocket, how
yes.
much is it? Will you be able to quantify? How much is it now? And the issue of you're not earning a salary.
Yes.
So who's sustaining? I mean, you've got bills to pay. Who's paying for that?
Let's talk about savings. That's all that I can say about it. So just talk about savings. And I'm not able to actually quantify on how much it is that the president has been able to spend, because that includes fueling, it includes the foods that we're eating as a staff, travel bills, all those things, electricity. So I'm not yet able to compound in totality how much that is, but it's a rough amount. Madam Wahu is our administrator, our personnel officer. Maybe she can be able to answer that question.
Good afternoon, everyone. We do not have